If you've ever wondered why a luxury bride chooses one photographer over another, even when both portfolios look beautiful, the answer is usually not photography. It's perception, it's trust, and it's alignment. Today, I want to walk you through the real life factors that influence how high end brides make their decision. Because once you understand this, it changes the way you position your entire business. Luxury clients are not just buying a service, they're buying certainty. Weddings at this level involve enormous investments: venues, travel, floral design, production. Photography is responsible for preserving all of it. So when a bride is evaluating photographers, she's not asking whose pictures are pretty. She's asking, who do I trust to handle this level of responsibility? That's why professionalism, communication, and presence matter just as much as your images. Luxury clients want someone who feels experienced and steady. At the luxury level, many photographers are technically strong. Good lighting, sharp images, beautiful moments. So, what separates one photographer from another? We all use similar lenses, similar cameras, but it's ultimately taste. Taste is the ability to recognize what matters in a moment, the restraint to simplify a scene, the instinct to capture emotion without over directing it. When luxury clients see that level of taste in your work, they assume something very important. You will photograph their wedding with discernment. And discernment is a luxury signal. Luxury brides also tend to choose photographers who reflect the world they move in. Your portfolio, your website, and even your presence online communicates something about you. Does your work feel refined? Does your brand feel intentional? Does your communication feel elevated? Or does everything feel casual and inconsistent? Luxury clients want vendors who feel comfortable in their environments. And that comfort shows up in subtle ways. Another reason luxury brides choose certain photographers is experience. Not just years in business, but experience in environments similar to theirs. Historic estates, destination weddings, high production events. When a client sees that you're successfully photographing events at this level, it removes uncertainty. They can imagine you at their wedding. And that mental picture is incredibly powerful in the decision-making process. Another factor photographers underestimate is energy. Luxury weddings are emotional environments. Families are present, timelines are tight, expectations are very, very high. Clients want someone who bring calm energy into that space. Someone who is confident without being overwhelming. Someone who can direct when needed, but disappear when the moment requires intimacy. Your presence during consultations, emails, and meetings communicates that energy. And clients notice. In many cases, the final decision isn't about who is better, it's about alignment. The bride chooses the photographer who feels like the right fit, the one whose perspective resonates, the one whose work reflects the way she wants to remember her wedding. When your brand, your communication, your portfolio all tell the same story, that alignment becomes very clear. Understanding how high-end brides make decisions can completely change how you position your work. So instead of trying to compete on price or trying to prove you're the most talented photographer, you focus on something more powerful: clarity, taste, and alignment. If you're working toward attracting more high-end clients, I created a free resource that will help. It's my luxury wedding gear guide where I break down the cameras, lenses, and lighting I use to create timeless editorial images for high-end weddings. You can download using the link below. And if you want more conversations about building a photography brand that attracts luxury clients around the world, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Because we're not just talking about photography here, we're talking about positioning. Click the QR code for more details, and I hope to see you next time. That's a wrap on this episode of On Set with Samantha. If you enjoyed this conversation, make sure you're subscribed. And if you want a behind the scenes look at the exact gear I use on set, you can download my free guide, my on-set gear guide, in the show notes or by scanning the QR code. I'll see you next time.